responsibilities.
Divisiveness. Things that will split the body. Give me some things that will split, that have been trying to split the body. Speaking in tongues is actually a biblical principle. Give me another one.
Positional power for yearning for power.
Power. Okay. Give me another one.
Baptism.
Baptism.
You mean
That's just dividing the church, right?
No.
Things
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
self?
Pride.
self-ambition.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tricia? What? All right. How about this one?
Food. Food. What?
Denominations. Denominations. I have friends of mine who I love deeply and love the Lord and have committed themselves to me, and I've committed myself to them. But they are Pentecostal. And there are other friends of mine who are brethren who have stopped speaking to me because I have Pentecostal friends. And my answer to them is the same thing. Do you believe they're saved? Oh, they're saved, but their doctrine's all screwy. Well, here's something I want to ask you. If my Father allows them to sit at his table, how can I reject their fellowship? There are people who are in the mindset that the only people going to heaven are brethren people. I mean, really. Honestly. They really think that the only people going to heaven are brethren. Let me ask you guys a question. When was the last time a non-brethren speaker spoke here?
never.
Never.
Yeah.
Actually, a Baptist guy got up and gave thanks in the Lord's Remembrance thing one time. Oh my.
Yeah, but that's voluntary. That's not scheduled. Now question. God is in love with that idea, isn't he? That only brethren can speak here.
When somebody is speaking from the pulpit, this is not he speaking our doctrines. And if he gets a
Oh, brethren have doctrine and Baptists have doctrine. There's no biblical doctrine, just brethren doctrine and Baptist doctrine.
No, we understand that there are doctrinal differences. They all have their own doctrines. They all have doctrines which they have understood in different ways. It's interpreted. There are doctrines of the Bible which they have understood in different ways. So if the person, we are allowing a Pentecostal guy or a charismatic guy to come and speak here, he's going to speak what we don't believe. It's just
1 Corinthians. Chapter 1. Verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, that you all speak the same thing, and there be no divisions among you, that you be perfectly joined together in the same mind and the same judgment. For it hath been declared unto me of you, brethren, by which of the house of Chloe, that there be contentions among you. Now this I say, that every one of you saith, I am of Paul, I am of Apollos, I am of Cephas, I am of Christ. Is Christ divided?
I'm not saying that it's a good thing, but that's how things are, right? In the sense of doctrinal difference.
That's the way we keep them.
I mean, even
Where there's
No,
strife and
I'm not
confusion,
against like coming here or anything like that.
where there's strife and confusion, there's ever evil work.
even during the Reformation, right? There was obviously Calvin was there, and then there was also followers of Calvin, and then there was also followers of.
John Calvin wasn't a Calvinist.
No, I'm not saying about Calvinists, but I'm just saying they were separate. And then you had
That doesn't mean it's right.
No, I'm not saying it's
No,
right either.
but,
I'm just saying it was there.
Yeah, and what are we supposed to do? 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 17. Somebody read it.
In the following directives, I have no praise for you, for your meetings do more harm than good.
No, that's not what I'm looking at. Read verse 19. Sorry.
No doubt, there have to be differences among you to show which of you have God's approval.
Ye. King James says, "For there must be heresies among you, so those that approve might be made manifest."
And what's those who are approved defined?
What is that? How is that approved? How do we find out who's approved? I know how we find out who's approved. We don't talk to them. We tell them to go home. Tell them don't show up at our meeting. How do we do it?
We see the fruits of whatever ministry that's there, and you understand things.
Could Kenny Grant ever speak it?
I would think he should be
No.
able to.
He should be able to. He's Baptist.
Yeah, he should be able to install. He is independent ministry. He's not even Baptist now, right?
Yeah, he still goes to Baptist church.
But one of the reasons I would say is just that people don't want exactly right there.
What is it?
We're in trouble.
They want to keep that norm. If there's a discussion, the problem is if you have somebody coming in with maybe something a little different than what exactly how you interpreted it, there will be a discussion on the word.
Ephesians chapter
That's
4.
trouble.
Ephesians chapter 4.
One body
Verse 11. Ephesians 4:11. And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists, some pastors and teachers. Why? For the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Christ, till we all come into the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive, but speaking the truth in love, may grow up in him in all things, which is the head, even Christ, from whom the whole body, fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplies, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part, make an increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love. In other words, when the word used there is compacted, it means that you can't tell one brother or sister from the other. See, here's the arrogance. The way it really should be stated. We're right, and we don't want them coming in with their error and try to keep us from being right. That's what we're saying. We're right. We don't need to be corrected. We're perfect. Anybody coming in is going to mess up our perfect. All they're going to do is dilute what we already have perfectly right. But the Bible tells me iron sharpens iron. There's nothing right that a Pentecostal person can say to me. Really? Then why is your service so dead, dusty, and boring? Why is it the elder that's speaking is falling asleep on his own message? Every single person who is in fellowship with God has something to contribute to the body. If they're in fellowship with God, they have something to contribute to the body. You mean to say then you let Pentecostals fellowship with you? Absolutely. You let Baptists? Absolutely. Methodists? Absolutely. I have a little problem with the brethren, but everybody else, I've been brethren all my life. I've been brethren than everybody else in the room. Long, everybody, for 50.5 years, I've been brethren. Yes, sir.
What about a person like, I'm just picking a name, like R.C. Sproul come and speak over here? That's fine too?
He's preaching something that's not biblical. Infant baptism. You can't show me that anywhere in the pages of Scripture. I couldn't let anybody I know who is preaching something that is not biblical. And that's my point. Even when we talk about Pentecostal people and charismatic people, at least tongues is in the Bible. We can at least have a discussion. But I can't have a discussion with somebody that's not talking about something that's not even in the Bible. I can't have a that's clear. I cannot have a discussion with Kenneth Copeland or Joel Osteen or Kenneth Hagin or Creflo Dollar or Fred Price. I can't have a discussion with them because they say that Jesus Christ became one with the devil, that he went to hell, suffered as a sinner, and that he needed to be born again. That's not a doctrinal issue. That's heresy. They don't worship the same Christ. Okay, that's a no-brainer. But when a brother says, let's discuss 1 Corinthians 12 through 14, the Bible's talking about tongues. What do we do with that? Yes, sir.
Discussion is not a problem, but when I'm talking about, when you say, when you make speak here, it's Sunday morning ministry time, I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because of the same reason, it's not really, I would say that it's for the congregation, it's a sermon which is for the congregation, which the judge should receive from the church eldership or people from those ordained for the ministry, not for.
You're saying it's for growth of the local body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And
so if he is coming and telling